here, get me out of 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 here! Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
No zappies? Okay. Never mind. I was a text box too soon. Okay, cool, good. Thank you, people, for finding the year of the paradigm. Toon Dave, Bravo, Dave, and I'm Lino McCarthy, who is the man who is now stepping into the prologue of, well, part 2 of this prologue. What I was not expecting is a whole, like, fake murder investigation. I figured the prologue was just about to end, and then they dropped this on me, and I was like, well, I think we might have ourselves a 2-parter. Which is fascinating, which is awesome. That being said, let's get into it. Last time we met all of our folks. We got Eloise, we got Ulysses, we got my boy Jean, we got Red Russian, and we have the body. This body is, as we have learned, a fake. But let's get into it, you know? I mean, maybe we should talk to some. Let me talk to my boy first. Look at those schmuzzles. What's up, Jean? Also, I think what you guys mentioned in somebody mentioned, I think it might, 2 of you actually, I think mentioned that each of these characters, we noticed some of them last time have like a character, I'm sorry, an animal motif. But we will continue. So this is based on a real case. I barely know the girl, and yet I feel so horrible. I've had my fair share of grievances, but nothing like what she would have endured. That sounds right for him too. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. John seemed to be miss being out at sea. Anything to get back to your ship is not what I want to hear, John. I guess I can't blame him. I want to be anywhere, but right here now too. Fine.
Oh boy.
Would you read the rook on Rye's face before we ran away? Rude was about to rook.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess the whole thing got the better of him.
For real?
Yeah, it really is a gruesome right. Right, rare, my ragster, red eye, anything like it. Nope, no, we can't do this. I even said it in my brain, I was like, maybe we'll give it another good old try. You know what? I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to my guns, and by the end of this, unless Jet dies early, which I like Jet, but please. Not because of Jet or Jet's dialogue, but how I've told myself to read Jet's dialogue. Boys gotta go. Otherwise, I'm going to have a perfect Scooby-Doo impression.
You get me?
I mean, I don't have to make a rabbit of a habit or rabbit. We're running into Red Roddy's.
I know.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just some puppet. It can't be any worse than a Halloween decoration. Rare review Ren Ricker reading. Roof Reek Raider. A recovery. What would Scooby say? A recovery or a recovery? He might say a recovery. A rack or ice? He can say a hard C. A recovery. That still sounds wrong though. He'd say a recovery. Riss would traumatize anyone. See, he's Scooby. Well, we're almost ready to run. I'm rarely Rick Rind. He's clearly not in the right headspace for an investigation. I should just ignore him. That's right. I wanted to step in here, but I guess not. Wait, is there somebody in there? Who is that? The heck? No, I want to see that. I don't care about the body. It's a fake. What is that over there? Spooky, scary. Goodness gracious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious up in there. Ulysses. What's your book? Ulysses was scribbling something down in his notebook.
Take note of this.
Curious. Corporate television can barely create convincing corpses, so how does one wind up here? What does that mean, huh? He finished what he was writing and lowered his book from his face.
According to my notes.
You see, convincingly realistic mannequins like this one are real but rare. It's cheaper, albeit clunkier, to recreate a body using special effects, but that's obviously not the case here. Somehow, we have a mannequin indistinguishable from a real human. Our captors must not be tight on money.
Yes.
They could produce an amazing TV show, certainly. What if we're on a TV show? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Eloise, what? I'm surprised you're still here with the body. You know what I mean, Miss Spencer?
I just
Miss Swan Lake.
home.
I can't believe this is happening. It's just a dummy. It'll be all fine. She's clearly having a moment. Not something I want to deal with right now. Dang, my boy sucks. You around the corner.
Hi.
Are you investigating? I'll take that as a no. I know a bunch of them are in the... Oh no, this is actually where we came from. The basement is down there. I wonder if anybody's down here. Like hell, I'm going back there. Yeah, I'm glad that they had something there for that. Because I, for sure, wanted to go. So let's walk this way, or I'd rather jog this way. I can go into the dining hall, so I can meet up with the people who said, yep, no way to this. You three. Where's Grace and company? They must be inside the actual room, I guess. Seems the runaways have taken shelter here. Oh, hey, new guy.
Seriously?
Stop calling me that. We're all new guys here. She looks pathetic, huh? I doubt these people have anything useful to say. I should just get out of here. I still want to talk to them. That John guy. You agree he's weird, right? Dude says he's a great captain, but I think working with him would scare me shitless. Maybe it's because I'm not a pirate. I don't know.
Right.
He's weird, but a friendly leader isn't necessarily a good leader.
Man.
I'd take a dumb softie over that guy any day. Cool. Cool. It's crazy. Diana. How's the investigation going? Alright, I guess. I haven't started. We have not started. I wish I could help. I really, really want to. It's just that Toshiko, well, I'm not supposed to say anything, but she was really, you know.
Oh.
Anyway, have we figured out what happened to Kara?
Seriously?
You don't have to call the dummy by its name.
Oh.
Huh? Why?
It's simple.
Because it's a dummy.
Hey.
But this crime scene is based on an actual murder, isn't it? If we're respectful to the dummy, we're also being respectful to the real victim.
Come again?
So you believe the tablet. Wasn't it you who said we shouldn't trust the speaker guy? I think it's harder to lie with such a realistic looking dummy. You can't make something like that without referencing a real person. Even if that's true, who cares? Our priority rather is a murder, not the identity of the dummy. Well, I don't know. I feel like that is going to inevitably be important. I feel like that's going to be a big piece of this whole overarching thing. Toshiko, how you old know? Bad, apparently. The speaker man expects us to solve a murder case. What? Why? We're students, not detectives. Why did we have to see a body? Don't forget, it's only a dummy.
Quiet.
Well, I don't recall signing up for some kind of Halloween attraction. Well, I mean, Halloween is now over, but this actually, the first part of this was released on Halloween that I've played through. You know what I mean? My playthrough started on Halloween, so sorry everyone. It might have been my bad. It might have been my bad. I will never and never will enjoy haunted houses. What just happened accentuates my beliefs. The kid's having difficulties keeping her cool. No surprises there. She probably couldn't do an investigation anyway. May as well give her some space. Wow. Yeah, let's get out of here. Very cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, once again, I have not seen... There's a couple people missing. I assume they're actually in the room. Or at least that would be my guess. Oh no, Grace is here. Where's my lawyer boy? Where's Wolfgang? Maybe Wolfgang is in the place. What's up, Grace? Why, this stupid murder mystery theater thing is a waste of time. The school is stupid. The train that took us here is stupid. Everyone here is even more stupid.
Son of a bitch!
Get me out of here. Doesn't sound like she wants to investigate, probably for the best, huh? Well, I mean, she tried to do something earlier and she just got electrocuted for it. I think she's okay to be upset. Body, what's up? Our captors gave us a lot of information about the victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case, huh? Damn it, it's just a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. The body. The doll is slumped against the door. Her torso is soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. Alright, well, there's a bloody knife and an assault rifle, which is crazy. The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was there a rifle near her body? That rifle, could you step back a bit? I'm curious about something.
No.
What? No, Before I could even finish my sentence, John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun. Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with surprising ease. From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet.
I see.
Huh. That's interesting. The rifle hasn't even been used. And definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it, rather. Damn, a loaded gun. What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless the gun was purely for intimidation, or maybe she had the gun. It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. Assault rifle. I was gonna say, it was either, you know, there's a world where she stabbed herself because she was at gunpoint. That could exist too. But there's also, like, blood on the gun. There's no blood on the handle of the knife, which I think is interesting. A bloody knife laying next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must be the murder weapon. The murder... is it safe to... I guess it's safe to say that. Yeah, still very weird. Yeah, I guess I could see a world where there's no blood on the handle and there is blood on the assault rifle. But we'll see. But she was stabbed multiple times, right? I'm sorry, I'm playing currently too many mysteries. So I don't know if this is the one with multiple stab wounds or if she just got stabbed like once or twice. The girl had been stabbed repeatedly. Okay, I answered my question. Yep. I didn't need the tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you'd think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed it was blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? They probably could have just killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, this is messed up. At this rate, I'm kind of surprised, especially with the blood coming from her mouth and stuff. I'm surprised she didn't, like, either, like, choke or suffocate on her own blood. Hands. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There was no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. Looked like there was dried blood underneath the nails. Why was there blood underneath her nails but not on the rest of her hand? Okay, so that is very descriptive. Okay. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I checked the inside of the closet now. Yes. So you're still there, which is interesting. Are you still going to be there when I walk in? Like the rest of the building. Okay, so there, I was going to say there's the rest of the gang. The inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. It was the last place I'd want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Why? You're like, I want to present... Oh, because he's a debater. Of course he would want to debate. I actually can't see... Oh, I'm here right now. We saw that thing, that shadow in here. But okay. A bucket. It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find in a janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside of it except it. What is that? What's that smell? That smell, the smelly smell. It smells like bleach. Ooh, bucket of bleach. The bleach is can be pretty dangerous. Back of the closet. Can I go to the back of the closet? You was back around the room before me before I think about moving to the back of the room. Okay, well, fine. Shelf. Shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briskly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything I needed. Many had gathered dust, but it was that was it rather. Nothing looked suspicious about them. There's a step ladder here, or a ladder. No? Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we'll talk to the folks.
Check it out.
Hey, check out what's behind this door. Saying that she stepped away from the corner.
Right.
It's a ladder. I swear if she says no, it's a step ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again?
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you. Huh?
So hackneyed.
You called that thing a ladder? It's so obviously a step ladder. we have gotten to one of the most I think one of the longest reigning Ace Attorney running gags or running bits. We done good today, you guys.
Seriously?
Aren't they practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. It is a stepladder. That's certainly what the victim would want. A guy that doesn't get my reference is no fun to be around. Hey, Cassidy, I got your reference. You know what? Look, I think I joked around and I said, I am missing somebody. I don't think I've seen, a couple of people. I don't have all the names locked in yet. The girl with the single name, and I mean, like, I can check probably the record. No, there's actually no, like, report cards. Interesting. The girl with the single name, rather, the big buff one, and the archer I don't think I've seen. Maybe they're in the back of the closet. I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer. Oh, so they're outside, probably. She's already out of here? Did she even investigate anything besides a stupid ladder? Step ladder. Not stupid ladder, step ladder.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement. And Miss Eva, or Ava. There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check out the entire closet for evidence. No thanks. A person like her is probably likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, have fun with that. Is there something else here at the front of the closet? Oh, a clock. Oh, a clock! There was a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works. Looks like that's everything around here. I should check the other end of the room. Okay, a clock that doesn't work. So it's this way that I saw that shadow. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm missing 3 people. Here they all are. Desmond, your name is. Winona, your name is. And Ingrid, your name is. Okay. Desmond. Desi.
Stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full except for one. A bottle of bleach. Bleach? Huh. There was a bucket in this closet that reeked of it.
Makes sense.
It's probably not a coincidence given this is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. I can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it. Miss Ingrid? Ingrid! These shelves are real intriguing. Take a look, some of the cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? 'Cause I use them. Why would you do that?
How should I put it?
Old chemicals do the job better since there were fewer regulations about what was poisonous and all of that. That's hilarious. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to alert the fuzz. Hee Not the fuzz! I'm sure they don't care about her black market cleaning supplies. I don't know about that. I mean, I would care. I just want to make sure that there's nothing physically around here that I can click on. There's a mop. Can I click on the mop? No? Okay. Then I guess it's just talking to Winona and maybe looking at the camera. It's another surveillance camera. Is this guy on the speaker watching us through that? Just a thought made my stomach turn, not my stomach churn. Winona, what's up? That security camera, it's brand new. Now that you mentioned it, it does look out of place. You think it would be gathering dust like the other items in here? Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical school spending more on security than educating their students. Dang! I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I feel like sometimes they don't spend money on either. That's the thing this even is the Academy's doing. Yeah, the ding dong bing bong, hello. Alright everyone, it is time. Look at you all, you've investigated the crime scene so well, it's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, I might start getting zap happy. See you soon. I do like a lot of the sound design in this game. The click afterwards sounding like even like an old-timey phone hanging up, or maybe like a disconnect of a walkie-talkie. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like, oh, he heard trial and was like, I would love to. Sounds like that's the end of our investigation. If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others. Do you know how long ago this murder happened?
Come off the grass.
Oi, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court. Court?
What?
He's going to put us on trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation, investigation, clues, files. What else could they be? That stuff be for?
What?
Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway. I don't know if that's the truth. I think there maybe is a world where this person got killed by someone in our group. I think that would be a great way to set up a prologue, to be honest. There's already a killer among you.
Wait a minute.
He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah, it's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator
Just
anywhere.
follow me.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like a dumb game. Well, it is kind of a game. I don't know what kind of game it is yet, but it feels like it might be the killing variety. If I had a nickel for every killing game I played this week, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't actually that weird for this channel, so we're gonna keep going. If we're going on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with. We might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. I guess I have no choice but to go as well. And away we go. All right. Head on out. We did a nice little investigation here. Hey, Toshiko, what you doing lingering out here? Do a quick save. We haven't saved since we started. There we go. Nope, there we go. Excellent. All right. Here we go. Toshiko. What are you doing out here? Get over, get to the tree. How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
It's simple.
No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yes, quite. I completely concur. And she completely acknowledges. She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Alright, well, come on. I do like the cast. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I like the cast a lot. When I arrived at the tree, I saw people that were already
Check it
bickering.
out.
A big tree, Eden's Garden Academy, overused religious symbolism is tight. I really hope we get let out after this.
Oi, you.
Oi, can you confirm, liar chicka? Why are you asking
Come
her?
off the grass.
Come off the grass, she's clearly faking her talent.
I hearing you
And that
right?
makes her one of the bad guys? But why would you want to fake, why would you want to fake their, who would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? I mean, her secret could just be like, I'm actually the ultimate serial killer or murderer or, I don't know, stab agent. Or maybe she's the one who killed that person. Peh, I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a gas mask to avoid passing out or whatever.
No one else is gonna say it.
If you all needed a mask to protect you, then... Oi, rather. Ray, look at Ree. I really passed out. I think he passed out first, actually. This realm is right, really of rolls, right, Rufflecade, brother eyes.
I've got something to say.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. I mean, so have we. Damon's been pretty calm this entire time. She somehow knew the dead body was a dummy, then she poked it in the face? Okay, well maybe she is some sort of... So I think she's probably familiar with dead bodies then. If Ultimate Liar is not actually her talent. That's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you it was my intuition. Oi, intuition my ass. It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now looking at us, we're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right. There was meant to be an elevator around here, but all I see is a big old leaf. And the Tree of Ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here? Or maybe we're being played for fools. Do you want me to open the door? The more I look at it, the more confused I am. I'm gonna get a headache, I better stop. Oh, well. Pardon me, maybe we have to... Yeah, I was gonna say there's one eye in the statue. You have to find an eye? At the base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure with a creepy mask. Oh, I think this is the figure that... This might be the figure that we saw. There were cracks all over the mask. One of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be?
What you doing?
You notice the statue too, don't ya? Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a missing piece.
But
Isn't that weird? The statue's probably like super old. It makes sense that it'd be cracking and
I'm
stuff.
talking.
No, this definitely seems to be intentional.
wait.
Like, it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know,
What about...
maybe if we find the piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
easy.
Rue's saying we gotta look around to the other parts of the mask. He did the thing! Roll onto your reds, cause Rye got a rise of a redditor.
Whatever.
This is a complete... This isn't a never mind. That everyone started searching the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself, while others scoured around it. After what only seemed like a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi, everyone, I found it. We gathered around to see what Grace was holding.
Nice.
It's an eye. Nice, that must be it. What should we do with it? Should we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Back off, Hercules. I ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over the statue and slotted it right into the mask. 10 points for Grace. And then nothing happened. Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Click. Some of the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly.
Oh, golly.
Oh, shit.
Are we about to die? No, I don't think that would be the case. We wouldn't be able to solve the murder otherwise. The tree, it opened! Yeah, I mean, we expected that at some point. Didn't expect it during the prologue, I will admit.
Yo.
Yo, my headset's about to die. Yo, I was right, good job. 10 points for Cassidy. Yeah, I really hate to make this a bit to just say like X amount of points for this character, because I'm not going to keep a track of it. However, if you guys are watching, you want to keep a track of how many points people have gotten, go ahead and I will then proclaim who is my favorite character of the chapter. So far, I only think Grace and Cassidy have points.
Whoa.
That actually worked? A fucking secret passageway in a tree. Never thought I'd see that. That's entirely what I thought. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you the second I saw that tree. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance only aspires to be seen as wisdom. Very poetic. Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy. We're so fucked. Will this take us to the elevator? There's stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's explore.
If I may ask.
Why the sudden rush? I want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
Elementary, my. If we get this over with, we'll get out quicker, rather. It's simple math.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just gotta walk in, do we? One by one, we approach the opening of the tree. And descended into the darkness. Ooh, elevator with a nice little greenery. This is an elevator. I see. The elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you, Lamau. With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's where we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator and a tree? None of this was work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. Well, I don't know about that. I think it very well could be connected. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall when the movement stopped. And the doors opened to a class trial. Yeah, it's so rare. Well, and by rare, I mean you almost never get all of the class participating in a class trial. There's usually at least one person who's never participated, you know? In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. Very cute. In the center, I like the stained glass on the podiums, actually. In the center of the room, 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Everyone welcome. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was rather a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give you further instructions.
However,
and if we don't comply, zappy zap zap, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Oh, not this zapping shit again. Just face it, Miss Madison, we have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in this pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There was no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Alright, well, let's go and stand. Look at that! Everyone is alive, but that's not everybody. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore a similar expression. Discomfort, anger, worry, it didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. The inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. And all we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. I didn't know he's got the bars. Yes, of course I'd like to save my game. I've been doing that the whole time. Well, alright. View trinket? Oh, the trinket that's on our wrist. And change difficulty. We put it on mean, right? We're staying on mean. Trinket. So we don't have much ado, you know what I mean? That being said, let's do it. Oh, this is where I usually try and figure out what was going on. I do think there's a world where somebody here did do it.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Okay.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Sure.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here! Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
No zappies? Okay. Never mind. I was a text box too soon. Oh, she is not happy, dude.
What happened to her?
What do you mean? She got a controlled shock.
Oh, shit! They fried her brain!
Tragic.
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects.
Lamau.
If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly.
I like this guy.
On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit. The people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
Lamau.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
Oh, he didn't even investigate.
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
He's so happy.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Well, I do think this might turn into a who.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
Cassidy.
I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Wait, debate? Can someone get her a most talent? She got a little... These guys are clearly confused. I need them to stop before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, did you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. You're right! During a non-stop debate, you shoot the words. Students say things that contradict the truth, and it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you'll be armed with truth bullets. Oh, very cool. We'll figure it out. Oh, there's a silencer too. Oh my gosh. Truth bullets that are relevant will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and right-click to fire. You want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots. Lie or contradictions may be hiding within a weak spot, rather. Compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you've gathered and use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. If things are flying by too fast, use space to concentrate. This will temporarily slow things down. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyway, after to revisit these controls whenever you wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Objection!
She did the thing!
It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
Sure.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood? Besides that big, scary gun!
Oh my gosh. I didn't know where I didn't know which one was the shooty.
By a man.
Alright, you guys. Today I learned what button is shoot. I was clicking A and that was not it.
True.
I don't want that.
Objection!
What's my slow down button? That's my slow
What
down
that
button.
weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody. And what could have spilled that blood?
Besides the big, scary gun. What does that even have to do with anything?
Did I not have the knife selected?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Was.
I didn't get a good.
Let me finish talking!
Well, I don't want you to finish talking.
The mystery was
Never about who killed Kara, but how she died. Is that true?
I got 7 seconds left.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene.
Damn it, I missed my chance. I can't get anyone to listen to me. This case will never be solved. Game over. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know, I definitely put it on hard for a reason. I can still turn this around. Excellent. So I have
the mystery was never
the
about
bloody knife,
who
the assault
killed
rifle,
Kara,
just the 2 of them.
How she died.
No, that's wrong!
Okay.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
That's true.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
Alright, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
Oh yeah, it was fully loaded. I guess that's my bad.
That's easy. It wasn't.
Ma'am?
Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity.
Why would they do that?
Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Well, you're a shooter.
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details.
Details!
If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
The actual murder weapon? That's obvious. You know, the entire time I was like, the bucket! It's the knife.
I got it.
I wish it was the bucket.
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Why so Cam's razor gotta ruin everything?
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Whoa. Inferior, I wouldn't say that.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
That's what 10 points to Ingrid.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe
that's the question we want to know.
The closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
You have not met the kind of janitors I've met, sir.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Well, yeah, it's a debate. The debate is getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Non-stop debate. Red. What do we have,
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yes.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
I don't know if that's
These
true.
days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was holding, the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think the. Yeah, I was gonna say, I the entire time I was like, there's bloody fingerprints, and there's blood on gun.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even. These days, it's all. Oh, you agree? Thanks, sweetheart.
I don't. Well, I mean, you know, 10 points, but I mean.
The evidence Damon presented doesn't support that.
I still agree with her. I need to think this over. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
To reiterate, both the rifle and
the knife were next to the victim's body.
Okay.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work.
These days, it's all about effectiveness.
I'm pretty sure it did work.
If the gun was broken, then
not the killer? I think it is actually the killer. But I think it might be assault rifle. That's my thing. I was like, I think it could be either one of these. Could be the option, but I guess it is going to be this one. I got 22 seconds, so we'll be alright.
That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken,
Then the...
Still.
Are you out of it?
Yeah, I am. I'm not out of it. I'm in it. I promise.
Both the rifle and the knife
what does my
were
tablet
next to the
say?
victim's
Oh,
body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
I'm gonna get a game over anyway. We have no more time.
These days, it's all about.
Damn it, I missed my chance. They have to listen to me. You know, this is actually, you know, very mean timing, you know, but I asked for this. I asked for this torture.
To reiterate, both and the knife
how do I
next to
read
the
my
victim's
bullets?
body.
Yet they
That's how.
opted for the knife.
Is this still going on in the background? Okay, good. Notable burns to her eyes and scalp.
good choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These things all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken,
What was the one after the killer?
would have no reason to bring it with them.
And yet,
They did. Watch. Think of that.
To reiterate,
Both the rifle and the knife.
Then I guess it's the tablet.
For the knife.
Because it's definitely got to be this killer line, because none of the other, things work here.
That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken,
then the killer.
Okay.
No, that's wrong!
Fair enough.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
That is true.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With the knife.
The murder weapon.
The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Yeah, okay. We were there on that train of thought.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
I don't think that's entirely true. I think the bucket was like propped on the top of the door, now that I'm thinking about it. Filled with the bleach, and that made her drop the gun. Maybe that's why she had blood under her fingertips, because I don't know. Maybe she was, I don't know. But I think she would have also had like stuff, we'll see.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete
Thank you,
sense.
Winona.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Whoa.
Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
I don't think she was an AI.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
I think she was going to be a killer.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempting to fight back. The bloody hands. Yeah.
This is it. We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Okay.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Or maybe she can't see.
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happens, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
Or maybe the killer was hiding in the closet from the would-be killer carrying a gun.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging
merely a jest.
What if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood? Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
Yo, poor Grace. She's still brain dead over there.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
It's okay.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing. Something that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. Alright, talk about agreeing points. During the last non-stop debate, you may have noticed some of the phrases were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Oops. Those phrases are called agree points. Oops. I can bring this up during the oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can save right through the class trial. Pro class trial. Prologue. I was gonna say pro? What does this mean? I digress. Okay. Let's finish this off. Agree points. I mean, we know the general gist. When we blessed to do so was for you to figure it out. Yep, good luck. That's fine. Alright, what kind of bullets we got? Bucket. Tablet.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
I don't think that's the case.
Those two did have a crazy
I do think
tussle.
it was the bucket.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
Maybe she dropped it.
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Oh, that might be true. That might be it. Ha ha. Oh
Maybe
man.
she thought the killer was her friend?
I do think it might have been couldn't see you coming.
She tried clawing
I clicked
her
A
eyes
again.
out.
That slimy killer.
Crazy tussle.
She still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
Didn't even see.
She never saw it. Oh.
Appreciate the support, but you're not talking.
Okay,
any
but like,
sense.
hear me out. If she couldn't see because of the bucket and the.
Slimy killer pulled a fast one
Okay.
and knocked the gun out of her hand.
Tablet. The rest of the hands were clean. I figure it was the. Oh, maybe it's the tablet then, because that actually gives us more description. I'm jumping one step ahead. Just because it reeked of bleach, so that means that there's burns to her eyes and scalp. Alright. Right one, wrong thing, which has been me for the entirety of this game.
she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
couldn't even see.
She never saw it coming. Of course I would agree with my boy. That's right, Jean. You see that my heart is too fast
John
for eyes.
Actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on.
Correct.
According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her.
She could not see.
Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back?
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
Yep.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
No sirree, Cassidy.
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
Yeah, we still won't solve who, unfortunately.
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No, not yet.
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
I'm kind of with everybody else now.
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As
The bucket.
in the motive?
Oh, the motive? Huh?
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track.
Well, I don't know what the motive would be. We have no, like, motive clues, do we?
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Do we have any information on that? Pull up the truth bullets. I was hoping I could pull up the actual whole Monokuma file. That's not the case. Ultimate Teacher's Aide, Kara Koskinen. Does anyone have that last name? 28 times stabbed is something.
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Well, she's back.
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Probably 3 seconds ago.
Right now, soybean.
Oh, here she goes.
Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire.
Oh, no.
I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
An elephant in the room?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
Oh, not the bottle. Okay, well, everyone... Okay, never mind. Everybody else still a step behind.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Yes.
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on, explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
The bucket. She's really stubborn about this. But I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move from the subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. All right, then let's put this. Let's put out this fire. I do like his sprites. He's so done. His sprites, rather. He's so done with the situation. Where's Bucket?
Well,
Great.
if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
The bucket.
Into another bottle?
No.
What about a container?
Yes. No. No. No.
Bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun.
Wow.
So when the victim came in, bow! He squirted her in the eyes.
That would be a great
He
one.
vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Yeah.
Well,
Ingrid, I'm willing to agree with you. You just need to talk a little bit slower.
What about a...
Here. Shoot. Thank you. Hey, if ain't nobody got me, Ingrid's got me.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket.
Did y'all all miss the bucket?
Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
I mean, maybe.
Yo, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Really?
A broken clock is right twice a day.
You're not a broken clock, Ingrid. We love you.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
They used the old Megan bucket on the door trick. You know that episode of Drake and Josh where she put the bucket on the door and then it hits that girl in the head, right? I think that one celebrity girl or something where Drake and Josh were forced to watch her because Helen was like, you watch her and keep her company for the rest of the day. And then like the bucket hits her on the head and she knocks her out, right? And then Josh is like, why was your bucket on top of our door? And Megan's like, why was your door under my bucket? And then leaves. That's what happened.
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
Does Grace have it just figured out? It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes, especially without her knowing? There must be some kind of clue missing here. Think,
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work?
You know, to the head.
Unless those chemicals came from above?
There you go. Above? Yes, that's right. Above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air?
It's not that difficult.
Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
No. Well, I mean, not technically.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
None of these kids have watched any episode of that one episode of Drake and Josh, y'all. I've been prepared for this my whole life.
Above the door frame?
No.
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
No, that's not true.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
The killer wanted two things: for the bucket to be above the victim and for it to spill when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket, but on what? Where's the door? The stepladder! Well, look, y'all. I mean, for the funnies, we should do stepladder.
That stepladder is like half my height. No way the killer used it.
Damn it, I made a fool of myself, huh? Okay, yeah, it's the door.
I got it.
I mean, I just wanted to see if, you know... I wanted him to say the ladder and for her to say, oh, it's a stepladder.
The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high?
With the stepladder.
Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
The stepladder is not one of our clues, right? To balance that bucket on the door, the killer would have need to reach pretty high. Was there anything at the crime scene that could have used as a boost? If I can answer that, it'll add further credibility to my theory. The stepladder. Yes.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that.
You're dang right he did.
Climbing it, they could position
or
the
they
bucket
did
right on top of the door.
Who knows who this killer is, to be honest.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Yes.
Match point. Occam's razor.
Occam's razor?
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knick-knack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far.
Okay, Grace, are you about to throw another wrench into this?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, here we go.
I still have one last question for you, apes.
Not apes, Grace.
Just leave us alone.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah, it feels like we've solved it all.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree, they must have been hiding somewhere waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Oh, this is another spot selection? Why? I was gonna say why not right behind the door? The back of the janitor's closet. Was there anything in the back of the janitor's closet that was like, whoa, crazy? I'm trying to think which one of these is more likely. We'll say in the back.
I got it.
Right behind the door, I guess you might stop it or something.
I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim.
Okay, sure.
I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Okay.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
She's so excited.
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
How are we gonna get a hold of it?
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Oh?
Huh?
Well, yeah, no, that's true. She was the one trying to kill.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun.
Right.
She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what exactly is going on with this first
That's no
prologue
excuse.
thing.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension.
Right.
Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse.
Wolfgang?
28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
That's fair. And he's doing an objection!
Wait, who's Kara?
The dummy.
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
For real.
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
What?
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
We don't have a why.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Dang, calm down, boy.
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive?
Okay, Wolfgang, 10 points.
Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
I don't know about that.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? The spooky thing might have set them off big time.
Or maybe they were part of this killing game.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
28 times does not make it feel like self-defense.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence!
Ooh.
I won't allow this!
Okay. Wow, things are getting emotional. While you've only used logical arguments to further trials so far, now might be a good time to change your approach. I have to absorb. Oh, honey. Introducing the pathos. Oh, no. Okay. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear in purple text. These are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by using left trigger. Thank you for putting the controller version. Pathos statements will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly related to the pathos by the pathos and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial with pure logic, emotional statements can lead to some unique conversations. Oh, it's like the perjury things from V3. Okay, let's try and get a little bit of pathos. So let's not care about any of that.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you. If you have no proof.
So says the ultimate liar.
Was this murder justified or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? Sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
Oh, I kind of want to agree with that, to be honest.
About the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
I don't want to agree with that.
Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason.
Give me that back! Give me it back! Give me it back! Oh my gosh! I made a terrible mistake. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to go back around again.
Kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Okay.
Take it chill pill, man.
Okay.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. We don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust.
There we go. We're a little dicey there. I was like, that's where I need to do it, but I hit the white words before. Tragic, dude.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here.
Yeah.
If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Yeah.
Say what?
He is a lawyer.
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Okay.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
All right, Ulysses.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Okay, Diana.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain buddy.
Now, hold on, Cassidy. You had me and then you lost me.
Hey! If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
You know what? 10 points to Kai.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
You didn't re-hee-hee-hee, so no 10 points for you.
Thank you all for your support.
Oh, Wolfgang. 10 points to you, too.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Eva, not Ava.
Even if I did, It's not worth pursuing.
Does this mean we're done here?
What? No, it literally doesn't mean we're done here.
Hey! We're disembodied voice! We figured out your stupid case. Now let us leave!
What? You asleep up there?
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Right.
Silly me, I have a short attention span.
A short attention span.
So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Practice? Huh? Practice? Huh?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Let's dig into it.
All right, Cassidy. It's time to do the things. I get you. I understand. This is the boy. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh man, you know what? The time on this might suck a little bit. Going up the step ladder. How do I go from page to page? At this point we've already gone up the step ladder. Going up the step. What did you pour into the bucket? This is going up the step ladder. There we go. What is this? Opening the door. This is opening the door. What are you? In the janitor's closet. In the janitor's closet. Alright. Where are my other locked panels, dude? Oh, I can hover over them. Never mind. Okay, clawing at the killer's neck. They clawed at their neck when they were stabbed. Where's the bleach? That's the bleach. And yippity skippity, let's give it a yippity. Now talk them through it.
This is how it happened.
Free.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
Hey, well, you know what's smart? If you have a knife and someone else has an assault rifle, you gotta do something like this.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
Readied themselves. What if she didn't walk in, you know? Made some noise saying, huh, they must be in here.
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
It does sound like we're solving a problem.
The bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it does sound like we're solving a murder from a previous killing game.
Youch!
He was like, it's murder time. Oh, see, that was just
leapt
one
from his
stab.
hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
Well, okay, look, here's the thing. He was probably trying to stop her from clawing into his neck, or their neck too.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
Wonder if the killer is the person who's on the...
Are you satisfied?
The overhead speaker.
Measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Horace?
Who the hell is...
Agreed.
No one cares!
Oh.
We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
And maybe Horace is from a previous Killing game.
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it.
Wow.
However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Alright, who's our mastermind behind this whole thing, face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there.
Ooh, it's getting foggy. Oh, this person has legs. And arms. And has the mask that I expected them to have. But I wonder...
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled.
Uh-oh.
What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it?
Once we reach where? Once you reach the other side. You know what? You're alright. Anything that I was about to say about you, completely disregard.
Or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
No. Oh.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
No, your guess is as good as me. This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Yeah, I would think so.
Speaker guy?
Yes.
No. You don't address your superiors like that.
I'm your headmaster.
Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only.
And that is?
His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Oh. Can I just call you Tozu, and maybe we can forget about that Killing Game part? Because that seems not for the faint of heart. Killing Game? Class trial over.
Well done.
Or you can call me... Okay, that's actually hilarious. I was like, that's a long title. Can I just call you Tozu? And it was like, or you can call me Tozu for short. Hey, what did you mean, Killing Game?
The show must go on.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
That's...
Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates...
Blood is rushing!
...are going to kill each other. That's like, that's not... You're not freaking out?
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery, no? You said he would let you out.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you rocking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man, a man sworn to truth, and if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer, you'll be free to leave. That is what I wrote. I'll let you leave this room. I specifically said you could leave this room, not to go home.
You...
Oi, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Not okay!
You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy? Bullshit, what am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it, he's lying.
Dude.
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away.
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't.
Please don't do
I
this.
just want to go home.
I just want to be with my family. She's not making it. Please, just let me go home. Oh, dude, she's not making it. I could see her being a killer, or she's just not making it.
There's no need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Tolner. You're not making it either, I hate to say it. I could see you being like, I could actually see you being an antagonist to us. But I actually don't see you making it, to be honest. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. Okay, no, you're an influencer, dude. We don't have what it takes to do something like this. My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor dear in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see, I see.
That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, tell me, regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise!
Plot twist.
Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoil sport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
Another plot twist, and for good reason. Class trial rules. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective is simple: uncover the culprit, if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? Classic rules, classic rules. All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really, I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to the slaughter.
Such disrespect.
Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? I'm trying to think about what exactly is going to be the not the end game here, but more so what is our overarching plot. Why the Eden's Garden motif? I actually kind of believed that this Tozu person would instead have been like a snake, you know what I mean? Classic, like, you know, because it's got a lot of like thematics going on. The tree, Eden's Garden. I was like, oh, maybe it's a snake. By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. Now, hold on a minute, actually. Which student has the snake motif? Is there one? You may want to remember that, or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive.
No shot.
2 people. That's hardly better than if somebody got away with murder.
Well done.
I know, that's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die, no matter what, and yet, with every passing trial, you all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite
I
for
cannot.
destruction.
Okay, good for you. I cannot wait to see all of you in action. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter, Lamau, was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Who hit him?
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Hey, go, Grace!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
That's crazy!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
I was gonna say that's true, he's not killing. Grace drove her fist directly into the stomach of Toru. She followed with another blow and another, and when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot. Oh no, she's going to die! Oh no! Appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything... Oh. The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Oh, she's not dead! Oh, okay, man! I thought we were already at 15, dude! Whew! Alright, not dead. Good on you, Grace. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by a stray bullet. Mystery? Is somebody else here? Oh my gosh, there's more than... Who was this? We all looked in the direction of where the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of the rifle. Her mask? The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear rather that she was working with him. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. Everyone, yeah, I was gonna say, how many of them are there at this point? That being said, now I'm pretty sure at some point she is going to die. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearing for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence!
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she missed her shots, I think she missed on purpose. That was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting abilities.
In any case...
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh? You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't, but I'll continue to trust them as if I do. Because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. Oi, he's right. Grace was trying to compose herself. She was still clearly shocked by the run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw away all of that for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. We could have a... Wait, we have a marksman versus a sharpshooter, right? Well, was she a marksman, or was he a marksman, or it wasn't the ultimate hunter. He must have been the ultimate marksman or something. One by one, the students raised their voice in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick. Damn it, dude.
My.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I am quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Eh? Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me? In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. It's the same as probably true here. Once you realize your dream can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
Maybe you shouldn't be saying this in the room full of people with these heavy dreams. If you continue to convince all of these people to trust each other, you'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them all? That's
enough.
Tell him, Ingrid. Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please.
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too! Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody. I got you, chapter 2. I can't wait to come back to this scene right here with you saying, no, I would never kill anybody. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to do the deed, and I got you early game doing the deed. I really do. Also, the song is called Y2K, which is kind of dope. Diana, you admitted, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? Ooh, and you already have a sprite like that too? Ooh, Diana. This whole we're all ultimates together clap thing is inane anyway. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch! I mean, that was pretty directed at you, dude. Oh, man.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions is pointless? Yeah, I was gonna say, that's, I think she might got you there.
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. Oh, dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I guess you could, but I don't put you in #1 in this room. I don't even know if I put you in like the top half. I think I might put you in the bottom half, maybe upper bottom half, but you know. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality. Well, the way that you're talking right now, it doesn't seem like you have the morality to consider ethics and morality. Yeah. Better yet, I was the one who actually got you guys to the trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, right, the way I see it, Ruth think you're rather than the rest of us, Rose. You can say words nobody understands. Nobody understands you either, Jet. Roll. Well, that stuff is relative, right? Let me raster is rural. Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in. Oh, Ingrid. I don't want to be this character anymore. Not the I'm disappointed in you. A minus 10 points from our boy, Damon. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads.
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? I don't think it's that last one. Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in this courtroom. The elevator will take you, well, I think you can, but also Mara probably can. I think not just you, Tozu. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight. So this is real, huh?
Hey.
Still, we're not gonna kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all gonna make it out of here, okay? Silence, huh? It was only when the madmen had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's your fault, dude. You made a bunch of enemies yourself, Damon. That's your bad. It looks like we already have one buddy pair. Jet and Music Maker Man. What was his name? I don't remember. Did he even talk at all during the trial? I don't know if he talked at all during the trial. Maybe he did. I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. Yeah, that me versus them mentality is gonna get you the short end of the stick. So cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare, an unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. Take us to vows woven by stitches and needles. Oh, that's a nice actual, like, image for the end of the chapter. To be continued. I guess that'll be to be continued next week, because chapter 1 already exists. I think. Right? Yeah, I'd like to save my game. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it sounds like it does. I think. Question mark? Oh, we're starting with a whole little... We never actually got the intro cutscene. I should have had some popcorn. Yeah, the musical composition in this game, though, has been dope. Okay, so we got... Looks like a medical area. Exit. Damon. There's old Eva. Desmond. Old Desi. Eloise. Toshiko. Winona. Ulysses. Mark. Diana. Wolfgang. Very good. Look at this. Into the apple. Kai, Jet, oh, Ingrid, Grace, we saw that ball, Jean, Cassidy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think all of their names are now stuck in my brain except for Mark. Mark, I completely forgot his name. And there he is, Tozu. And there's Mara. We getting anybody else or just the two? It looks like just the two. I'm very excited to see if that... And we'll talk a little bit after the end. Project Eden's Garden. I don't know what those two kanji are, but I would be curious if anybody does know. Chapter 1, Beneath the Veil of Hypocrisy. Great transition, too. Ew, boy. Oh, man. I assume they're going to bring us up with a text box. I was the last one to take the elevator back up. That Tozu man mentioned something about dorm rooms. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you. The only area that fit that description was this hallway. Are the other students already in their rooms? Sounds like it.
Stop sneezing so damn loud.
Lamau, the walls are thin. So we don't have soundproof rooms, we know that. So it's true what Tozu said. There's a dorm prepared for each of us. Wonder where mine is. Okay, this is where we're going to finish off our episode. Wolfgang, Ingrid. So yeah, let's just sit here and talk for a little bit. First, let's save. Very excellent prologue. I was gonna say, not often, if maybe ever, do you have a prologue that has a trial. And it does feel like that is going to be, that's gonna be not beneficial, but meaningful later in the game. Because, you know, at present we don't have, like, a motive or a killer for that trial. I think we will get that in the future. If not, I would love to, you know, I would love that. Well, maybe that's just me, you know, thinking ideally. But I think the prologue case is going to be something we need to remember. Or at the very least, we're going to see that name again, Kara. I love this. It feels very nice. I probably shouldn't have chosen mean. We'll probably switch it to just normal. I was like, alright, you know what? Let's be a masochist today. No more. Regardless, though, I had a very good time. I like the atmosphere. Big fan of just like everything. I like the characters. It's just this is a good Fangan, man. This is a good Fangan. And I mean, when I have to like step back and be like, I'm not caught up yet. I still have a whole chapter of daily life and deathly life to get through. So I'm like, okay, hold on, we got some time, and I'm very excited to have some time. You know what I mean? I think I'm just more obsessed than anything that I'm like actually able to walk around in kind of a 3D-ish environment. I think that adds a lot to the experience. It adds a lot to the immersion. Very interesting that we now have, what, Tozu and Mara as our games masters. This is, quote-unquote, Eden's Garden. I'm gonna try and think of a little bit more symbolism that is likely going to be a part of this. Tree of Knowledge versus Tree of Foolishness, I think is not important, but I think it's an interesting motif. The Apple of Eden, I wonder, we don't really know anything about their goals yet. I like to try and clock things early, but I mean, like, even if I clock anything early, who knows when we're gonna have, like, the end of this game, you know what I mean? But we do have a full chapter 1, which we will get to in the next couple of weeks. I don't know for certain if it's going to be next Thursday. But you'll definitely have chapter 1, if not next Thursday. Before the, I want to say before the next Fangan Friday. I'll be taking a day off. Before the next Fangan Friday. I think we're gonna, I don't want to promise we're gonna finish chapter 1. before the next Fangan Friday. We might end up having like Fangan Friday, which is, you know, gonna actually be the first Friday. I'm sorry, the last Friday of this month. As far as the last Friday of the month. That might actually end up being the end of the trial, or maybe the full trial for this chapter. Which I think is fine. You know, there's holidays, there's a lot of streams, there's a lot of content coming up in the November, December time, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna try and finish this throughout November. I feel like it's gonna take me a little bit longer because I'll be gushing about it. I tend to gush about the Fangans, because, you know, people put a lot of work into projects like these, and I'm like, oh man, look at them. Their whole project coming to life. I know this took a ton of work from a ton of different parties. You saw it in the intro. Actually, a ton of different names, a ton of different voice actors, and VAs all over the place. The coding, the original music, it's that too. That's the part that drives me the most crazy. You know, man, I love me some good music in a game. Love me some good music in a game, and I'll add it to a playlist. I'll be like, ah, yeah, we're gonna listen to some game music today. Very big fan of this, though. There's still a couple Fangans that I want to do over the next Fangan Friday, so I do want to try and finish this before the end of the month. But if I don't, then we'll finish it on the last Friday of the month. Well, I mean, it'll still be done before the end of the month. We'll see how it all plays out. It's November. I'm very excited. I am very much enjoying this. They did a good job. Everything, it's so clean, is I think the biggest thing. It is very, very clean. I think the one thing that is like, maybe not a qualm per se, but the only thing that feels weird is the menu, and I feel like that's also just because we haven't entered far enough into the game where we have more options on this menu. I feel like, unless there's other things other than like, you know, these 4 options, I feel like these things could be on the main menu, but I do have a feeling maybe we're gonna get like report cards, or maybe we'll get like the Eden's Garden files, something else on this menu. It just feels a little bare. That's literally the only critique I have. Otherwise, I freaking love this. This is awesome. Major kudos to the Eden's Garden team. And until next time, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching, and we'll be back maybe next Thursday, if not the Thursday after that, for the first part of Chapter 1, Daily Life. Thank you for watching.